Please don't forget subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified of new daily videos.
It was a Saturday morning, and I was deep in the plumbing aisle of hammer and nail hardware. My old house's bathroom renovation was proving to be a real challenge, specifically finding a specific, obscure adapter for a vintage pipe. I was wearing my favorite dark blue polo shirt, jeans, and work boots, practical attire for handling dusty pipes, not a uniform. Store employees typically wore bright yellow vests over their clothes, a stark contrast to my outfit. I was crouched down, carefully inspecting the threading on a particular connector, muttering to myself about metric versus imperial, when a sharp voice cut through my concentration. "Excuse me, are you just going to stand there all day, or are you going to help a customer?" I looked up to see a woman, probably in her late 40s or early 50s, glaring at me with an impatient frown. She had a tight perm and a bright pink tracksuit that seemed entirely out of place in a hardware store. "Oh, sorry," I said, standing up. "I don't actually work here. I'm just trying to find a specific part for my own project." I gestured vaguely at the shelf of fittings I'd been examining. The woman scoffed, placing her hands on her hips. "Don't give me that. You've got on a work shirt, and I saw you looking at all these pipes. You're just trying to get out of doing your job. I need a 3/4-inch copper to PEX adapter for an antique faucet, and I need it now." Her tone was utterly dismissive, as if my words were an obvious lie. I felt a surge of bewilderment. "Ma'am, I assure you I don't work for Hammer and Nail. See? No yellow vest. I'm just a regular customer like you. Perhaps if you find someone in a yellow vest, they can help you better." I pointed towards the aisle entrance where I'd last seen a real employee, Sean, loading shelves. Her face contorted in disbelief. "A yellow vest? Is that your excuse? I know you people have different departments. You're in plumbing, so you're supposed to help me. What is your name? I'm going to report you for your terrible attitude and laziness." She jabbed a finger in my direction, coming uncomfortably close. My patience was starting to fray. "Look, lady, my name doesn't matter because I don't work here. You're mistaking me for an employee. There's no yellow vest, no name tag, nothing to suggest I'm anything but a guy trying to fix his bathroom." I tried to keep my voice even, but the absurdity of it all was getting to me. "Don't look lady me," she shrieked, drawing attention from a few other shoppers. "I want to speak to your manager right now. You're refusing to serve a customer." She stomped her foot, a ridiculously theatrical gesture. Just then, Sean, the actual employee I'd seen earlier, rounded the corner. He was a young guy, probably still in college, and he looked surprised to see the commotion. "Everything all right here?" he asked, adjusting his bright yellow vest. "No, it's not all right," Tricia exclaimed, practically pointing a trembling finger at me. "This man here, he refuses to help me. He keeps saying he doesn't work here, but I know he does. I demand to speak to your manager about his insubordination." Sean looked at me, then at Tricia, and then back at my perfectly plain dark blue polo. A look of recognition, then mild confusion, crossed his face. "Ma'am, I can assure you he's not an employee. I've never seen him behind the counter. He's a customer just like you. I'd be happy to help you find that adapter, though." Tricia, however, was not appeased. "Nonsense. He's clearly trying to get out of work. He's just lying. I want your manager." She wouldn't even look at Sean, her eyes fixed on me as if I were personally offending her existence. Sean, bless his heart, sighed and radioed Carlos, the store manager. A minute later, Carlos, a burly man with a no-nonsense expression, arrived. "What's the trouble, Sean?" he asked, taking in the scene. "This customer, Tricia," Sean explained, "insists that this gentleman here is an employee and won't believe he doesn't work here. She wants to speak to you about his refusal to help her." Carlos looked at me, then at Tricia. He knew me. I was a regular for my never-ending home projects. "Tricia, I can confirm this man is not an employee of Hammer and Nail. He's a valued customer. If you need assistance, Sean can help you, or I can personally. But he doesn't work here." Tricia's face went crimson. "This is outrageous. You're all in on it. Fine, I'll take my business elsewhere. You've lost a loyal customer." She stormed off, muttering threats about corporate and online reviews, leaving me and the actual employees in stunned silence. The sheer refusal to accept reality, even from the manager, was astounding. I mean, how many times do you have to say, I don't work here before it sinks in. Some people just live in their own little world of entitlement, I guess.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button to like it. And please do subscribe to support the channel.